Tim dropped the table, got a hospital label. He got the x-ray, he sighed like a baby. Foxy Shazam, the funky shoe. He take pain meds, that's all he do. He got a shower with it back, replace the gauze so it don't sag. Lately he ain't feeling gifted, so he just keep his leg lifted. Body one lifted, probably body one lifted. Hey baby, probably body one lifted, probably body one lifted. Oh, he got the x-ray, he sighed like a baby. Foxy Shazam, the funky shoe. He take pain meds, that's all he do. He got a shower with it back, replace the gauze so it don't sag. Lately he ain't feeling gifted, so he just keep his leg lifted. Yeah.
You there? Are you there? Oh, there you are.
Yes, here I am. Hey, everybody, welcome. It is SMUG Cast number 30.
30. Hold on.
No, we don't want to do
that. 3. Wait, that's the 3, right? 3. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So, hey, welcome to the show, everybody. It is Tim Chicago 9, and over there is the lovely and talented AA.
Matt called you out.
Yeah. Well, I was contacting my bookie.
Yes. Yes.
Contacting my bookie. He's placing bets. Anyhow. Not really. No, of course not.
Thank you.
Well, I don't do that sort of stuff. Hi, Area G. How you doing today? Welcome to the show.
Area.
We're here to talk about stuff. What kind of stuff? I don't. Well, I do know.
I do. Look. Oh, hold on. Yes. Or don't. Look at what it is. Look what it is. It's my 3DS.
Nice. And we're going to talk about all that stuff in a bit. First of all, nice. Hi, Gray FN. How you doing today? Thank you for coming.
Hi, Gray.
Now, I know we all, to one extent or another, have navigation systems in our cars, or we use them because we have a phone. Maybe not you, but because you know the area better than me. But and I enjoy. Yes, today is a good day. It's a good day because I'm looking at the grass from the green side, so that automatically makes it a good day.
I got home from my job, and there was somebody cooking dinner. I'm not going to mention any names, but it starts with a hymn.
Yes, I was cooking dinner.
And I was in what would you call that, or whatever, coma until 7:00 a few minutes ago. I'm not up yet.
Yeah, because it was beef and pork and noodles and rice and
was there pork in there?
Yeah, there's pork and beef in there.
I'm Muslim. Didn't you know that?
What? All right. So anyway, back to the GPS thing. So everybody uses it. I use it because I don't know the area around here, and it's a useful device. Probably one of the best things I ever added to a car. However, mine won't shut up. It never shuts up. When you're driving somewhere, and if I'm getting on the expressway over here, it'll say at the light, turn left onto so-and-so road, and at the next light, turn right, and you turn right. Now take the frontage road for 600 feet to the exit to the Ronald Reagan Expressway, and merge with the Ronald Reagan Expressway and stay in the left lane to take exit 32C for 71 north to Columbus. I know!
Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry.
That hurt.
But the thing is I just want the GPS to say you're a half mile from the exit, you're a quarter mile from the exit, take the exit on the right. I don't need a litany of what I'm supposed to do next because I can read signs and see arrows in the pavement.
I want Kylo Ren to talk to me to tell me how to do things. But that's
I remember when one of the companies had a Joan Rivers voice for the directions. Now that
God, how horrible!
I'm sure that would have been epic. So I'm trying to figure out how to get, and I use Google Maps for navigation because my car doesn't have a navigation built in. I wish it did, but it doesn't. And I'm trying to figure out how to make it less chatty.
Wait, your car doesn't have navigation built in?
No, I don't. I use my phone. I have to. It goes through CarPlay. My car doesn't have its own navigation system.
Well, I feel special now.
Yours doesn't.
Mine does. Does it? It works. It works. It gets me to McDonald's. That's all I care about. Chick-fil-A occasionally.
And it's a really pain in the rear end when you're listening to some good music on the radio or on my library from my phone. And well, it is good music. Look. Maybe the Carpenters.
We've only just begun by the Carpenters is not my idea of a good time. I'm just saying.
I was actually listening to a whole bunch of different stuff. It wasn't just the Carpenters. It was ABBA too. And Christopher
decent.
Cross. And Christopher
Cross. He's whiny. I don't like him.
I'm just thinking.
Although I had many of
and you know what I put on the Edmund Fitzgerald on repeat.
Oh.
She hates that song, ladies and gentlemen. She hates that song with the passion of 1,000 suns. And if I play it, I get hit on the arm. So anyway, yeah. But what happens is when the GPS voice starts talking, the audio ducks out. So the song is playing at a decent volume, and then it goes down, and then it comes back up, and the GPS chats again in 3 seconds, and it goes back down again. And the instructions it gives, I don't know why. I'm going to try and find a way to make it less chatty because it's really, really pretty annoying. It is, and everybody saw that. I hope you realize it.
You know what? I can't flip him off because he's your kid. Can I just pick up the field mouse and bap him on the head?
Yes, you can.
All right. You know about that song, right?
And, yes, Little Bunny Foo-Foo.
Yeah.
And so I'm frantically, get home and I'm looking through settings because you can't do it when you drive. And I really want to make the GPS shut the F up because it talks way too much. I'm about ready to break out my old Garmin. At least it's not as chatty.
It likes you.
Well, I could do without that, thanks. I'm taken. So.
Am I the only one that gets to gripe at you?
Yes, you're the only one who can gripe at me because you wear the ring, so you get to gripe.
I do. I have the ring on. I've gotten very good at this.
Yes. Hi, Area G. How you doing? Thank you for joining us. SMUG
Hope you guys are having
a
a good evening. Jinx, buy me a Coke.
So
or a case of it.
I either that or I'm going to try and find a different navigation that just doesn't talk so damn much. Maybe if I change it to a man's voice, it'll shut up. I don't know.
You're on a podcast, dude. That's all you do is talk.
Well, yes, because I'm very good at it. So that's kind of my GPS rant for this evening. Because I found myself getting really, really irritated with it today as I was out driving. And yes, it's a good ring because as a smart man that I am, I let her pick her engagement ring.
I picked it out.
So didn't have to worry about just like, you pick it, honey.
The story really went something like this. You want which one? That's too much money. Pick another one. This one? How much is it? Less than the other one? Okay. Ta-da!
Oh yeah, but it's a nice ring. I put some coin on that one. And
portrait mode on your desktop.
Hi Pete.
Hi Pete.
How you doing?
Everybody say hi to Pete Johns. Pete Johns puts up with my weirdness.
Yes, he does. He does the Your Music Live every Sunday, coming at you live from down under. It's a great show with lots of great music, and he does Studio Live.
Yeah.
And he does lots of great iOS and garage band stuff. And if you want to know the ins and outs, he's the man to watch. So
He says hi to himself. Nice. Nice job.
So anyway, we are in the spirit of healthy eating.
We have spirit.
Yes, we have spirit, and we have
That
healthy
spirit
eating.
died here long ago, my friend.
In the interest of healthy eating, or something that's a reasonable facsimile thereof.
Yeah.
Our friends at Frito-Lay, because they're everybody's friend, they're the snack magic that they make.
Thank you, Aria.
Is Cheetos. Who doesn't love Cheetos?
I had Cheetos today. I did.
Yes, I have both kinds in the work snack drawer right here.
Do you want to salute proudly as an American right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Proud to be an American
because we won gold medals in women's and men's hockey. So the Europeans are a little upset, but you know what? Canadians are good people. We won't mock them too hard. They invented the game. We won.
They invented wait for it, maple syrup.
Yes, that's why they're called Europeans.
Did they invented that?
I
thought that's what you said.
Well. Well, I don't think we should be picking on them, really. I mean, they gave us Bryan Adams and Glass Tiger and
fuck! Do I gotta get up again?
I'm sorry. Gordon Lightfoot.
I'm so sorry.
And they gave us a bunch of cool stuff. So
Gordon Lightfoot, Bryan Adams.
They gave us Rush.
I can respect, but I don't like them.
But congrats to the men's and women's Olympic hockey teams for bringing home the gold for the first time for the men since the awesome game in 1980. I watched that. That was amazing hockey. Boy, he should have been there. That was really something else.
Dude leaned against the tree. He had something in his pocket, and it poked the tree, and stuff came out of the tree. It's like, oh hell!
I gotta taste that.
I gotta sell that.
Yeah, I gotta taste it and sell it. And that and speaking
Smoke
of eating, how we got to some of the foods that we have today. I want to know who it was who looked in the water and saw a lobster and said, you know what? I got to eat that. And then saw a crab and said the same thing.
Well, you're living in the birthplace of most of the junk food in the United States right now. So
yes, Pringles, another favorite. So anyway,
Pringles Hostess, all kinds of stuff.
Back to the what we were talking about. So Frito-Lay has come out with a new line of their product. It's called Naked, or NKD, because there's no dyes, there's no artificial flavors, there's no bad stuff, food coloring, stuff like that.
No Cheeto stained underwear.
No more Cheeto stained underwear, because the powder is no longer orange.
Aww.
But that's okay. That's okay, because you know what? That powder was a pain when you, especially, because I got to wipe down my keyboard sometimes after work. There's so much
chicken. Yeah, dude who tried eggs. He's the same guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know how the heck that happened too. Oh, look at this thing that came out of this funny looking bird in my yard. I think I'll eat it.
That thing's got feathers on it. Yeah, it's like he probably tried to lick the feathers and it didn't work out, but the thing that came out of the bird. Yeah, let's just get right on that.
Or the guy that, you know what, you stupid computer, or the guy that walked up to the cow and said, I'm going to pull those things underneath and see what comes out.
Yeah, you know what, Aria? You know what, Aria? I was the one that discovered that. I was in the middle of the Walmart and I said, oh, what's this? It says Cheetos on it, and what? It's got no dye in there. And Tim's like, oh my God, give it to me. It's like, oh my God, who am I married to? Be a man. Step up.
Well,
have Frito-Lay Cheeto powder.
Frito-Lay launched Simply NKD, their new line of Doritos and Cheetos, free from artificial dyes, flavors, featuring a cleaner ingredient list while aiming to maintain their iconic taste. These quote-unquote naked snacks, including nacho cheese, Cool Ranch, and Flamin' Hot, as well as the regular puffs, offer a pale or natural color without the bright artificial orange or red dusting. So as a visual comparison here...
how's everybody's mother going to know that they live in the basement?
Well, that's true. But I don't think there's really much we can do about that. So here is a visual comparison. On the left is the famous and delicious nacho cheese flavored Doritos, which they are still going to sell. It's not going away. Cheese. Yes, the nacho cheese is very good, but the taco flavored Doritos remain the original, the OG. So you see the originals on the left. On the right is the NKD with no dyes, no MSG, no artificial colors. And the great thing about these is, and here I am sounding like a salesman on a TV commercial. The great thing about these is they taste the same. They're about a 99% match. And actually, when I'm done eating a fistful of the newer ones, I don't feel as bloated as I'm done, and it's probably just because I'm old. You know,
I can see you eating a fistful of nom 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 nom.
You know what's great with either the Cool Ranch or the nacho cheese Doritos is you dip them in sour cream. You dip them in sour cream.
Why don't you just have the ranch ones?
The Cool Ranch are okay. They're not my favorite though. So yeah, that's the difference. And of course, you know what's
even better is when you put hamburger and cheese and do like a walking taco. I'm just saying.
You can do that. Yeah, walking taco. I actually saw that as in a convenience store one day, and the postal worker in there for lunch break, and she gets this bag of Doritos, the little bag, opens it up, pumps a bunch of nacho cheese in there, and then she goes and shoves a couple of hot dogs in it.
Ew,
and I'm like, well, enjoy your lunch. Yeah. See, my daughter just said this. She said this a minute ago. You're married to a Cheeto monster.
Junk food monster. And I can't really say much in my own defense here because I ate so much
potato chips.
Hey, my sister taught me how to eat it. I'm eating it in her honor.
Okay, well, I'll let you have that one. So they've also done it with the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, which is something I've never understood. But
Bastard Cheetos.
If you like them, you like them, and I'm not gonna. They're not for me. That spicy stuff doesn't work for me because it's not spicy in the, I guess, savory kind of way. It's more like it's almost like an assault on your taste buds. So on the right is the Flamin' Hot NKD, and on the left is the original Flamin' Hot, and that bright red is kind of scary.
How will you know what you're eating if you don't have the dye there? I mean, you could be at a party and you could stick your hand into a bag. It could be dark, and you wouldn't know. But if you actually brought one out and it was red, and you could go like this and say, "Ooh, I smell it, I see it, there it is. I don't know if I want to eat that crap." Then you could just throw it at someone.
Yeah, you just take a guess. I guess I don't know.
I'm just saying.
And yeah,
ain't right.
So I think, and Walmart has them. Sam's Club has them. I found them at Kroger, so the distribution is spreading out a little bit. I would like to see the regular Cheetos, the crunchy Cheetos, be done in this because I love the crunchy ones too.
I do as well, but even Cheetos isn't going to mess with that. They don't want to, go too far outside of the thing there.
Yeah, but hats off to them. You can throw it at your dog. Will he eat it? I mean, our cats are notorious. Spike will probably eat it. Our cat will probably
lick it.
Lick it. Yeah.
He likes chips.
And he likes chips, and he wanted my donut this morning. I walked past him with it, and he's like, "Hey,"
Our cat, he's on the post. There's a little nest up on the top. It's about this tall, and so when you walk by him, usually you have your plate of food like this, walking to the couch, and he's like,
"Ooh, what you got there?"
God, wouldn't someone like you like to give something to someone like me? No, that's the kind of his attitude.
Yeah. And Fay Ray just sits there and just looks at you funny.
Well, I can't do spices, so I'm glad that I applaud those who can. I can't, and I actually piped up the other day at work because they were discussing what to have for this big luncheon coming up, and I said, could we get some labels put on stuff so we know the spicy stuff from the other stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't mind some spiciness, but
Can't at all. It's
something
getting
that
worse.
something like flaming hot Cheetos is more like an assault than a flavor, you know.
Yeah.
One of my daughters likes them, and it's just I don't understand how. But speaking of hot and spicy stuff, when I worked at the 911 center, two of the guys I worked with, Greg and Roberto, they're always seeing who could eat the hottest stuff possible. So it's like a competition between the two. So one of them brought in a bottle of pepper sauce, and I think was this big. And I'm like, what kind of sauce is it? He's like, well, for you, Metzger, it's, it'd kill you. And I'm like, yeah, probably would. He opens this little, and he's across the pod from me. He opens this little bottle, and I'm 15 feet away, and it's curling my nose hairs from that distance. And they brought in some chicken wings, and they put 1 or 2 drops of this stuff in the chicken wing sauce before dumping it on the chicken wings. And Greg ate some, and his face was literally stoplight red. I'm like, dude, why would you do that to yourself? It was some sort of habanero thing.
I find it very uncomfortable. I find it physically uncomfortable eating spices, and I do not like it. And the last victim before you used to have basically carry around a bottle of Tabasco sauce. Now that I think about it, it was probably like to keep me away from him. But he used to carry around this thing, and like every time we'd eat, like he would open it up, and it's like I'd be halfway across the room, literally. What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you got? He's like, oh, just this stuff. Get it away from me now, because my eyes start to water.
Yeah,
from way across the room. So yeah. I'm like the genetic cesspool of my family, I think.
But I like salsa and stuff like that so long as it's mild, and I make my own. But the really intense heat I can't really deal with.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to eating those. They taste about the same, and that's what I like. I mean, the taste is about 99% the same. Since neither product has MSG, that probably is what takes away a little bit of the flavor.
Oh, that's no fun. You got to have gluten. You got to have the gluten. It's the whole reason for getting up in the morning.
Yes, the glutamate. Glutamate.
Yeah. Monosodium glutamate. Food's tasty on your plate. Monosodium glutamate.
So you can pick these up at Walmart. Yeah, I found them at our local Kroger. I'm sure they're at other grocery stores in your region. Check it out. If you can't find them, go to Walmart. They've got them. They're good. I enjoy them. So it's just putting it out there for everybody. So this past week was the 40th anniversary of the release of Legend of Zelda. And if you're a video game person, that is like the holy grail of one of the holy grails of video games.
I have Ocarina of Time on my DS, my 3DS.
And, so the first Zelda game was released in 1986 with The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link the following year. A Link to the Past in 91, Link's Awakening in 93, Ocarina of Time, which Link's
done it all.
Huh? Yeah.
Link's done it all, but never Zelda. Sorry.
Ocarina of Time in 98, Majora's Mask in 2000, Oracle of Season, Oracle of Ages in 2000. My gosh, there was a lot of them.
How many have you played?
I
know the answer.
One. I've played Breath of the. I've played playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Good choice.
Which I'm enjoying immensely.
Good choice.
I haven't played in about a week though.
I know it's been a while.
So Four Swords was in 2002. The Wind Waker, which I always read as Wind Walker,
Same
was
for a
2003. While. Four Swords Adventures in 2004. The Minish Cap in 2004. Twilight Princess in 2006. Yes. Phantom Hourglass in 2007. Spirit Tracks in 2009. Skyward Sword in 2011. A Link Between Worlds in 2013. Triforce Heroes in 2015, Breath of the Wild 2017, Tears of the Kingdom 2023, and Echoes of Wisdom in 2024. Currently, Warriors of Hyrule is and it looks pretty cool. I don't have a Switch 2.
For those of you who have Switch 2,
yeah, and
we don't have Switch 2.
But it brings me to handheld games and stuff like that too as well, because I remember seeing for some reason, remember the Nintendo Game & Watch? Do you remember those?
I've heard of it, and it didn't sell very well, I don't think. I think you were the only one who had one.
I've never really had one, but for anybody
Oh.
who's wondering what those are, they were a little handheld game with an LCD screen
Yeah,
that looked a lot like this. Like this. And it came with there were a bunch of different games. I remember seeing them in high school. Some of the kids had them and played them during study hall and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I always thought I always thought Legend of Zelda got its start as a Game & Watch, but it was a Game & Watch, but not until 1989. They started making these, I think, in 1978, I think is when they started. Yeah. And this was the state of handheld games back 40 years ago.
Yeah, we didn't have
really
shit.
simple stuff. We didn't have a damn thing back then. But then we didn't know because we thought this was, epic. We're like, oh man, the Game & Watch is so cool.
Yep.
And in the silver ones were the original Game & Watch. The gold ones, the ones with the gold case, had an extra alarm function on them because they kept the time as well. Because why not?
Ooh, get the time.
But that was high tech though.
That's what every kid wants at that age.
Yeah.
When, your parents say, "Be home at 6:00." Oh, I kept the time. What kid ever said that?
Yeah, what kid ever said that? And in handheld games, being the Switch and like your 3DS and the Game Boys and stuff like that, came a long way over the last couple of decades. But back in 1978, we were playing this. This is the Mattel Electronics handheld soccer game. I had one of these. This is something I picked up at a garage sale or something like that, or off of eBay.
I had basketball.
But it's not real reliable. Yeah, it beeped. See, and this is the screen. If you can see it, it's all it was is a bunch of LEDs on the screen.
There you go.
And there you go. See, and when you started playing, this is soccer.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's louder because the battery's going dead.
Yeah. I had the basketball one from Sears. We every Christmas we got to pick stuff out of the Sears catalog, which is tells you how old I am. It's a throwback to the day.
And it doesn't have a battery, but this was the football game.
Yeah.
And just more LED stuff. But it was, they went through batteries like in no time. And then I also had this one I also picked this up off of eBay, but when I was a kid I had the baseball game too because I was a baseball nut. But they, simple stuff, LED, but it was fun to us. I mean, today maybe not to today's kids because everything's an LCD screen with 3D graphics, which is nothing wrong with that.
We thought Pong was something back in the day because it was.
Yeah,
when you never had a video game before, and something comes into your house or into your venue that looks like Pong, that's really cool, and you can play with it, and you can play with your friends, and it's awesome. You're like, ooh, can I have more, please? Thus, the 80s arcade.
Well, the first time I ever saw video games, and that was with the Atari 2600 that we got for Christmas in '79.
Yeah,
I was hooked. I saw that thing. I started playing it. I was hooked, and much to my parents' chagrin to some degree, but to me it was a blast. It was fun. The Mattel and Television followed up shortly thereafter, and I never got one of those, but I had to have it because of I thought the graphics were much better, which they were to some degree, but it was the beginning of the video game age, and it was a lot of fun, and the video game market crashed by 1983 for lots of reasons, and we've talked about that here before. But it was a fun era. It was
the consoles sitting behind you right now.
Yes, the you can't see them, but the arcade machine sitting behind us here.
Centipede,
one of them
Miss
is
Pac-Man, Galaxian, all of those.
Galaxian, Galaga, Dig Dug, Asteroids, Missile Command, Centipede.
I'm not going to say who has the top score on the Centipede, but it starts with me.
And Moon Patrol is on there as well, or Lunar Lander,
Moon Patrol.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Moon Patrol, Lunar Lander.
What the hell? I mean, I get what you're supposed to do to it, but I've never heard of it. I didn't know.
Oh,
It was that
Lunar
popular.
Lander was huge back in like 1980, 1981. Yeah.
Oh wow! I'm so sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, I know you missed out, honey. Sorry, there's no time machine. Can't go back.
Yeah.
But it was a frustrating
However,
game
would I
to
know how to
play.
play that game? I don't know. Maybe I could walk into there and play.
It was a frustrating game to play because you had to literally land the lunar module on the moon, and you had to control thrust and rate of descent. And if you were one pixel over the minimum speed, you crashed.
Imagine how the astronauts felt.
Well, they were pixel astronauts. They didn't care.
Have you ever? I think I talked to you about this before. The Kerbal games. Have you ever played that? Because I think I suggested it to you at one point, where you build your own rocket and it's very extremely physics based, and you have to get out and into the the space.
Yeah, the
orbit. You have to get out into orbit, and you have to do things exactly. And it's like it's scary to me. Although I like the little Kerbal guys, they're awesome.
Yeah, the precision sometimes could be a little obnoxious in some of those games, but then we lived for that stuff back then.
Yeah,
I guess
we had no life.
Yeah, well, no, we had lives. We just had simpler lives to some degree. Although back in 1982, we probably didn't think that. I don't think my parents thought that. But when we look back on it now, we go, that was such a simpler time. But I don't know, really, was it? I have no idea.
Yeah, we were a little bit immune to a lot going on. Wasn't that the Reagan era?
Yeah.
The Reagan era.
Yeah, it was the Reagan era.
The beginning of the Reagan era, the beginning of the best era ever in this country, in my opinion. But who am I?
Yeah. But the thing is, though, in today's world, is that back then compared to today's world, if you embarrassed yourself in school, the only people who saw it were the people you went to school with, not a bunch of teenagers in Czechoslovakia laughing at you, from half a world away.
They're laughing at us now, Tim.
I'm sure
we're not in school anymore.
I'm sure they're pointing at us and laughing and saying things that we couldn't believe them. They're not very funny, are they?
No.
That sort of thing.
No. Yeah. Probably.
Over there in the UK going, oh, who are those blighters? I don't like them much. They're not very creative, are they? Bastards.
Well, no, it's for me, it's after a day of work, and my job is very brain intensive. I mean, not saying that other people's aren't, but mine deals with nothing but the minutia.
Right.
So it's like a deep dive into stupidity.
Yeah, you can say the same about mine. It deals a lot with, it's technical stuff. So it is a very brain intensive job. Not saying that there aren't any others that aren't or are. Or, I mean, but you got the customer calls with their issue. You got to analyze it. You got to sit there and figure out what they're trying to say when they don't know what to say or how to say it. And, through the miracle of screen sharing, we're able to look at their computer so they can show us what's going on, which makes things a ton easier.
So I go into people's bank accounts. And if I can't find them, I have to look all over the flipping internet, all over every program that we've got, which is about maybe 9 of them, to try to locate all of that stuff. It takes me about a day to do a sus case. And I have to write that report up so they can submit it to the government, so the bank can say, "Hey, man, we not do business with you no more."
Right.
Or however they say it. I don't know.
Yeah, and especially, and I deal with a little bit of financial stuff with gift cards and everything like that, and sometimes trying to track down who's done what with the gift card can be taxing. Yeah. Because they will try multiple times to call and redeem that card. Yeah. And they will call with names like John Bob or Mary Lynn. Like, it's like you see that come up on the screen, you're like, okay, I already know what I'm dealing with.
You need to be like Kit Boga and get that voice changer so you can sound like grandma.
Yeah, my manager would ask me what the heck I'm doing. She'd probably find it funny and laughing as she fired me because, Tim, you're hilarious, but we have to let you go.
We have to let you go.
Because of what you just did.
But come back and entertain us sometime. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Kit Boga, speaking of him, he's pretty cool. He does some great stuff, and he's hilarious when he's got these scammers on the phone and he's getting them angry. Some of them just flip out on him, and it's the best because he does this grandma voice that is just, it is hilarious. Uses a voice changer and everything.
Yeah,
but
I love
how
it.
how the scammers haven't caught on to him, I'm really not sure, but it's good content all the same. So you're looking at you pull up the screen and the tool where you go through the gift card and you look and see what the fraud department has to say about it. And a lot of times it'll be, marked, do not redeem. And then as soon as you go back to that customer, go back to talk to Mr. John Bob with the heavy accent.
Yeah.
And tell them that it can't be redeemed. Well, then they hang up and wait for 10 minutes, call back, and hope somebody else is going to be stupid enough to.
I'm going to name the new baby after you.
What's it going to be named? Tim Chicago?
I said I was going to name it.
I know, right? She said you're going to name it after me. And what you going to name it? Well, I thought you were going to come up with some, code word or something,
Code word? Well, yeah, I could do that, I guess, but you can't. This is kind of a G-rated game. I can't really say those things.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that the Tamagotchi life or whatever that is?
Tamagotchi life, yeah, basically.
Tamagotchi? Okay.
Tamagotchi is the little guys that you take care of like in a little
egg. Oh yeah, those toys. I don't see how it's like The Sims. It's like I
have those.
Yeah, but I spent a lifetime raising kids in real life. Like I want to go to a computer game and raise computer kids or something. It's like, no thanks.
Well, when the world doesn't care, your Tamagotchi is always there. Yeah. Which tells you what kind of life I had.
So, video games computer games have always been a great source of entertainment for me just because I like them so much. And,
Same. My parents always wanted me, the onus was on read books. In fact, they gave me like reading assignments at home because I wanted to play video games and I wanted to read Garfield and stuff like that. They weren't hip on that.
See, my parents never had to encourage me to read because I read naturally. I mean, I couldn't. There's nothing that I won't read for the most part.
Did you read naturally?
Do I read naturally?
You said you said you read naturally.
Well, yeah, I meant to say that I was just drawn to books, and I just.
So you were just reading. Out of the womb, and you were like, "Give me."
Yeah, I'm like go out of the womb, grabbing my library card, and off I went. My mom had to chase after me.
Yeah.
Umbilical cord flopping down the sidewalk,
Gotta get
to the library. There's books.
Gotta get some dirt on you. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have about, I don't know how many books. I got a pile of them right here.
I have them right here behind me in my boxes that I haven't yet gotten out because I'm redoing the Anarch Cave, as you know.
Yeah. Yes, you are. And I have 2 bookshelves that I probably got 220 books.
Yeah.
In those, plus whatever I've got laying around the house. These aren't the only 4. There's a couple of ones laying around the bedroom, and
you got your own room full of books. Basically.
Yes, and I wish I had a library with shelves of leather-bound books.
Sorry, you got a library with a bed in it.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll take that. I can lay on the bed and read.
Yeah.
And reading that big book that I showed you a couple weeks ago that my son gave me for Christmas, The Golden Thread about Western tradition.
Yeah. And
it's a deep read, man. I mean, I'm into it. I'm enjoying it, but it's a heavy book to sit with on your lap, Yeah. You got to sit at a table to read that thing.
That's why you do an iPad.
Oh, see,
it's
I got
not the
some.
Same.
No, I got some because a book has a feel and a smell and a sensory tactile kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
it does. I will agree.
For reading convenience, the iPad is great because you can throw it in a suitcase and take it with you. You can't throw a half a dozen books. Well, you could throw a half a dozen books in a suitcase, but that'd get pretty heavy.
Yeah.
But so the iPad is great because you can bring easily bring your entire library with and choose which one to read while you're driving around the plane. So long as you're not reading and driving, that could be a problem.
Do you want the top 3 on my iPad library?
Sure, go ahead.
Number 1, Dancing with Myself, the autobiography of Billy Idol.
Okay, it's probably interesting.
I expected more of a reaction from you. Without Conscience, the disturbing world of psychopaths among us. And the third one would be It's Insanity, the bizarre story of a bipolar megalomaniac's insane plan for total world domination by Matthew B. Cox. And Becoming Bulletproof by Evie Pomporis. I love her. She's awesome. You don't know who she is. She was a Secret Service under from the Clinton administration, up to I think GW2. I want to say GW2. I could be Obama. No, it was Obama because she talks about Obama a lot.
So you got a book on psychopaths that you reading.
Before we got married, I want to make sure that you weren't one of them. So I was doing some training.
You knew me for 2 decades. You knew I wasn't one.
I didn't know that.
You
lived over there.
As far as you knew,
I was over here.
So my current list of books are the ones that I have in here.
Wow.
Yes, I highly recommend Apple in China. I won't say much about it, but read it. It's good. I just got this one, Blue Water War, about the struggle in the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
A history of Poland in 2 volumes. This is volume 1, and the Boer War from.
That makes a really loud noise when you put those books down. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
It goes bam, like a sledgehammer in Alaska.
So they're all pretty good reading. Plus, I've got 1 or 2. I got 1 more in my bedroom. I've got going. I've got that big one I've got going. And plus, reading all the Zentangle book or the Zentangle book that you got out there and stuff. Because we got to work on the drawings and stuff. And what is she doing? What are you doing, AA?
I was looking for my book that I wanted to show you.
Which book is that?
I have a very thick book that's a lot of fun. It's about this thick. Seriously. Yeah. It's the Kiss Compendium. It's basically all the Kiss comic strips in one book.
Oh.
I also have the Tomb Raider Compendium.
I've got the Zelda Player's Guide or whatever they call it.
I've got that. I got both of them. Actually, I got 3 of them because I've got Twilight Princess as well, from back in the day. I've got the GameCube version, not the Wii version, the good one, the GameCube version. Are you yawning at me?
No, not at all. I'm just yawning in general. See, she loves me.
That's it. That's what that really means. Did you know that?
What?
It means I love you.
Twice.
Yes.
Honestly, folks, we get along famously, and
that's why we're in 2 rooms.
Yeah,
we get along great.
Instead of sitting there. Yes, we do, honey. Don't give them the impression.
We do. We kind of always have. But people, for those of you who are new here, Tim and I have lived most of our relationship in 2 different places. Mm-hmm. So us being in 2 different rooms is not unusual.
No.
And I remember when we kind of decided to get together, I said, well, wait a minute. Number 1, who are we going to gripe about? Because every time we call each other on the phone, we're always griping about, I'm dating this person. They suck. I'm doing this. This sucks. I said, who are we going to gripe about? We can't gripe to each other about the people we're with.
Yeah, that took a little doing to find things we could jointly gripe about. And to
that's
some
the
degree,
podcast.
Yeah, to some degree, life has provided us with plenty of gripable stuff.
That is true.
But we try to be positive and keep our heads up and move forward because there's really no other way.
What else are you gonna do? Hey Tim, what YouTube channels do you want to shout out this week? Do you have any?
Well, we could shout out Pete. We've already shouted out Pete and What about Thomas Christ and
Thomas Christ? Yes, that is true. Check out Thomas Christ's channel, and we
yes,
really need to do. Really need to get some URLs. That would be good. And
put them in the comments.
I'm sorry, I lose my mind, and I got nothing by the time I get here, unfortunately. So, so
and
it's not his fault, it's mine.
And Kit Boga, that's another shout out. He's got some good.
Kit Boga.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff.
Yeah.
Who else?
Frank Turzo.
Yes, Frank Turzo.
Our good buddy Frank, who does the Community Pulse show every Monday. Turzo, Terzo. Please check him out.
And then there is my channel, because we're going to give that a shout out, right? Along with yours.
Yeah, your channel. Can you show people your channel?
I did that last week.
But
I'll do it again.
Do it again. Show people your channel. That's why we're here. I'll even turn the music off because, I know that you have really good music on your channel. Can you show the first video, please, where we can see what you're drawing? That would be cool.
Yes. Let me get that set up.
Nice.
Hold on.
So we have a whole table full of art supplies now where we had none. Like when we got here, the table was kind of clear for that one day.
Yeah, it was clear for exactly one day.
One day. That's why we don't have a coffee table, technically. You get it?
Yeah, hold on. I've got it up here.
So Tim started doing these Zentangle things. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like, I liken it to a little bit of spirograph, but not really. I mean, it's a little bit more organic than that, technically. I'm not a drawer, so I mean, I can fake it because I doodle all the time, but he actually has some precision about it. I don't.
It's like, but it is in its own way, it is doodling because that's essentially what you're doing, but with a little more precision.
Yeah.
And we'll restart this in a minute.
Okay.
Hold on.
What happened? Let me
share the screen. I got to share the screen. Hold on.
Okay. Don't forget to share the sound.
Yeah.
Because that's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, I say.
No, we are going to do this, and then we're going to do this, so I can do this. Oh, because this is better here. This has already got it up.
Yeah. So while we're here, just saying thanks, you guys, for catching us. And if you're on the replay, thank you so much for catching us and checking in with us. It's been a bit of a few weeks here, but once again, we're getting back on our feet. That really hurts.
What does?
The sound of you clacking the keyboard next to the mic.
Really? Oh, yes. Yeah, the mic is right there. I'm sorry, dear.
It really hurts.
I'm sorry.
It hurts my precious ears. It does. I can't handle it.
All right. So
my ear is going to explode.
Pause that. We need a content person here or something.
We do. If I had a brain, I'd be that person.
Well, you are that person, but I'm just kind of stumble thumbs tonight. So,
okay. Do you want to play background music? I can do that while you do this.
No, I've got it. Hold on.
I was going to play Cheese
Here it is. So, yeah, here's the
full screen, please.
Here's the channel.
Thank you. Great music, man.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome music.
I might want to turn it down a little bit, though.
Oh, yeah. So it's basically, she did the watercolor for this, and I'm just doing whatever comes to mind, and it's a series of patterns and things like that. And I'll fast forward so you can see what I'm doing here. And really, it's just doodling, but with a little more precision to it. And, just trying to make it look like something. And this video goes on for about 20 minutes, and, you can see more of what's going on here. My hand gets in the way an awful lot because I'm still working on camera positioning. But,
and you're a lefty.
Yeah, I'm a lefty in hand only, though. not any other way. Just want to make that clear. Yeah, see, my hand is way in the way too much on that, and I really apologize. I should push the paper. Well, yeah. So yeah, I added some color and just doing whatever comes to mind. Is sitting there thinking about my next move, and I got some drawing tools to help with some of the more complex stuff.
What's the name of your channel, Tim?
Tim's Drawing Room, and I should have more content up tomorrow because I'm working on a couple of projects right now.
Yep.
And
nice.
Yeah, hold on.
Nice. I like it.
Thank you. It's fun. And there's all kinds of resources and stuff for doing this. You know, lots of videos that show the how to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's and then there's your channel, my dear, where with all your music. And can you show us some of that, please?
I can, but you can talk for a minute or two while I pull this up because I'm totally unprepared. Hold on. It's happened, man. I'm telling you. I'm going to show you guys my my Bandcamp page where I've recently released a double album. I'm a double album releaser, man. Double.
Ooh, yeah, you've hit your stride now, hon.
I'm telling you. Here we go. Let me know if you can see it.
Yep.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes.
Can you see it?
Yes,
so here's my album. And if I knew anything more about a Mac that I'm using right now, I would know how to make the screen larger. But I don't. So I'm sorry, y'all are kind of messed up because you have to deal with me. So here's my Bandcamp where y'all can go and listen to my stuff. And you have to let me know if you can hear.
Yep.
It's really loud, isn't it?
That's not too bad.
So did a whole bunch of piano favorites, and the favorites are my favorites, not yours. Of course they are. Hold on a minute. So yeah, AA. That's me. I'm AA. You can see my little stuff up here. I've got songs. I've got pieces. and there's a difference. I've got really weird stuff. I've got Cheese Queen. Tim, here's Cheese Queen.
Yes, my favorite. I love that song.
Yes, I got all my cool little novelty songs down here, and some of this stuff going back a bit. But this is my Bandcamp, adorable_anarchy, as you can see right here. Or no, it's one word. Sorry, here I forget where I got the underscore at because some places I have it, some I don't. Adorable Anarchy, one word. Bandcamp. There you go. I'm going to stop sharing now because they're cool. Yay.
So yeah. And it's great music. The piano stuff is really cool. And the thing about the Zentangle is you just put that on and you listen to the music. You just watch the drawing and relax.
I fall asleep. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the purpose of it. It gives you something else to think about and look at and just watch somebody draw a picture. And the patterns that come out of it can be interesting. I'm surprised at the stuff that I've come up with. And then you go back and look at it later and you're like, wow, I did that. That's cool. So,
I get a big sense of accomplishment putting myself to sleep with my own music because I'm an insomniac. So if I'm putting myself to sleep, I know that other people can be pretty relaxed by it. So I'm pretty happy with that. I take it as a great compliment if people are relaxed with my stuff.
Years ago when you gave me that CD of all your guitar stuff.
When you thought I was cool, yeah.
Yeah, I still think you're cool. I used to let the kids fall asleep to that.
Aw.
That helped the boys sometimes.
Oh, that's nice. That's very sweet. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it would help me too. And when you did your version of 3 nickels and a dime,
that was your moment, wasn't it? That was when you said, "Oh yeah."
Well, that's kind of like, it's just the song that takes me back to all those days back
to the good old days.
Yeah, 2001, 2002, 2003, all that fun stuff.
God, those were the good old days. Oh.
Yeah. It's funny. Speaking of good old or whatever, I'm sitting in my appointment today in the waiting area. they're
Yeah.
playing music on the overhead, and Philadelphia Freedom comes on.
Of course it did.
Which, as much as I try to hate that song, I can't. I like it, but that aside, you know that song is 50 years old this year,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
and I'm sitting there thinking about. I was 10 when that song came out.
I can remember
I'm
it
like-
because we went to the amusement park and it was playing over the speakers. So
Mhm.
maybe it's one of those timeless songs that you hear it and you know it's cool. It's upbeat.
Well, yeah,
It's
there's
uplifting.
a lot, and I've told you some of the songs in my library are simply there because the memories they evoke. Got a bunch of those.
Don't make me get up.
I've got
Come
a
on,
bunch
smack
of
you.
old instrumentals on there, like Classical Gas and Love Is
Oh
Blue, and Theme from a
no!
Summer Place.
Ah!
And that's because my dad used to listen to easy listening type stuff in the car.
Well, so did mine, but they're just
But-
songs I
and
can't
that-
take anymore.
And that stuff reminds me of him. And that's why I listen to it. You know,
Yeah.
because it's, you know, I mean, my mom was WGN radio and Roy Leonard and Bob Collins and
Yeah.
and Extension 720 in the evening.
Okay.
And that's a great piece of Chicago radio history right there. That and WLS, the two of the biggest stations back then, two of the biggest stations in Chicago. And also two stations that when they went clear channel at night at 50,000 watts could be heard in 33 states in Canada if the atmosphere was right. So, yeah, that's...
Canadians won't listen to our stuff. You know how they
well,
are.
you know, I could get diddling around with the AM radio on the stereo back when I was a kid. I could get a couple of Toronto AM stations, or at least one Toronto AM station some nights pretty good, which was interesting.
Wait for a second. Listen, here's my disclaimer. I make fun of Canadian people, but we have a lot of Canadian friends. And here I go. Ta-da! Canadians are cool. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't have any particular objection to
I like
our
Bob
Canadian
and Doug
friends to the
McKenzie.
north. I don't have any objection to our Canadian friends to the north. I really don't. I just,
I
you
like
know, it's
Trailer
like
Park Boys.
Trailer
Okay.
Park Bubbles. My gosh, what a character.
I think I've become like Julian on Trailer Park Boys because everywhere I go at work, I've got this thing. I feel like I could run up and down hills carrying this thing.
And not spill it.
Yeah, not spill a drop.
And not spill it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
talent.
I take my water bottle everywhere out of habit now.
Well, you always kind of did though when you got here because you came from
Well,
Texas.
you know, I learned that from Texas. I mean, in the summer down there, you find the biggest commuter cup you can get, and you pack it with water and ice, and you have it with you whenever you're in the car and whenever you're not in the car. Because man, it gets hot down there.
Yeah.
And you know, you don't fill it with pop, you don't fill it with tea, you fill it with water and ice because. You know, and then if you got a little cooler, you bring a couple of refills along with you because if you're going to be out for a while or you get stuck in traffic, you're going to need it. Because when it's 108 degrees outside, air conditioning doesn't really help.
Well, that's why people don't live in Texas.
Well,
I'm
there's
just
a lot of
saying,
people down there.
I've been down to Texas before I met you, and then add one more because of you. But we had to go down there and get some of your stuff. But before that, I think I had been there maybe 2 or 3 times. And every time I had been there, like it was 110 in the shade. And the last time I was there, I got proposed to on top of a sewer pipe.
I don't know if that was that like an omen of how the marriage was going to go.
I should have known.
Well,
it wasn't him, everybody. It wasn't him.
Well, the thing about Texas, especially, you know, because they're big on sports like football and everything.
Yeah.
But for kids' little leagues, they generally ran from like April through late May, early June, and then again from late September through October. Yeah. Because the summer is just too damn hot.
Yeah, I could see that.
Can't expect a bunch of 8-year-olds to stand outside on the baseball field when it's 108 degrees out.
Yeah.
So they have their soccer and their baseball and girls softball in the fall and in the spring because the temperatures, well, the weather's just gorgeous down there in March, April, and May. I mean, it is, 70s,
So
mid
this is prime time.
70s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's starting to get prime time down there now. So
There you go.
and we get cold and rain and wind for like the next week because
We got pneumonia weather coming in for the
Yeah.
next several days.
unfortunately, but we will see the sun on Saturday. I promise you that. We saw it for a little bit today, but not all day.
Just in time for me to go get an oil change on Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be
So-
going to be 59 degrees. So look out. It's going to be a little
I'm
bit
telling you,
warmer.
I'm looking forward to it. But we have reached that magical time, sir.
Yes, we
And
have.
if you have anything, any famous last words that you want to say to the people who are watching, because we do live together, and I get mad at you sometimes, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, but we're never mad at one another for more than a few minutes, it seems. We don't ever
Sure.
stay mad. We don't ever stay mad for very long.
If I'm mad at you, I come to my room and shut the door, and you'll see me in whatever time period that
No,
takes.
yeah, that's true. At least we're not having, knockdown, drag out scream fests like I was putting up with at the last place.
Well, see, there you go. Now you could sit in your little office with your undyed Cheetos and
my shortwave radios, because we're
your
listening
radios.
we're listening to the Air Force this evening to see if
We are?
anything is happening. Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
Coded messages, man.
You'll have to keep me I was gonna say involved in that. Apprised of said stuff.
Well, it's like this. If the messages that come over the frequency, they're pretty much throughout the day. The more messages there are, and the longer they are, especially if they call or give their call sign and say something like message of 333 characters follows, somebody's getting instructions at that point. That's a long message to not only read, but it's a long message to decode, because they read, the code groups are five a combination of letters and numbers. So they read them,
Go ahead.
and then you copy them down, and then whoever's decoding it does whatever it is they do to decode it. But yeah, longer messages or more frequent messages means things are going on.
Well, I have a more direct approach since I grew up literally down the road from the Air Force Base up in Dayton. If you go by the Air Force Base, the gate that was closest to us, and if that gate is open, shit's going down.
Right. And I bet you if you were to drive by there today, you wouldn't find a single C-17 cargo plane on the flight line.
I don't think that they really keep them out there anymore.
The last couple of times you drove by there was about a half a dozen of them on the field. But they've all been flying between Germany and the Middle East, and the US and the Middle East, and the UK and the Middle East. So you could just watch ADSB exchange and just watch the aircraft heading down there.
Yeah. But so we got to get ready for stuff happening this week, I guess, and in a lot of regions. Yeah. And what are we doing besides me getting an oil change on Saturday? You're working, right?
Yeah, I'm working.
Of course you are, because people need, whatever it is you do.
Yeah, they need my magic touch.
That's it.
Technical touch, not any other kind of touch.
I was gonna say, really, do we want to have a story time about this, or
no, you're the only one who gets my magic touch. You know that.
God, cringe. Cringe.
Oh, I know. Wasn't that cringy? It's ew, he said it.
Don't tell the people that. It gives people weird thoughts and dreams. Thank you guys for being here. Yep. This is our episode number 30.
30.
I was about ready to say 30 because I'm a whiz with numbers. If you could so kindly hit the like and subscribe button, we would appreciate it if you did that. We're still trying to grow the channel. This originally was my guitar channel and my music channel, but Tim and I started this podcast how long ago? About a year ago, and we kind of enjoy doing it on Tuesday nights. So every Tuesday nights, everybody, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Standard Experience, EXE. ESE.
Eastern Standard. I like
please,
that.
please come back and say hi to us. And can't wait to see you guys again.
Yep.
I'm AA signing off from my exiled Anarch cave, where I have been sent to think about my wrongs.
You sit in that room, young lady, and you think about what you've done.
Think about what you've done, and don't you come out till you eat those lima beans.
Right.
Whatever.
Exactly. You eat that liver and onions because there's kids starving in Japan. We'll send them this.
Packed. Yeah. You can have mine. Go ahead.
Anyway. Yeah, exactly.
But everybody check out Tim Chicago 9's channel. What is it again, Tim?
Tim's Drawing Room. You can find it here on YouTube. I will be adding more content soon. Drawings are in the works, and they should be done sometime by tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Thursday. But I'm hoping to get at least one done tomorrow.
And you can check out my music on my channel. Of course, I am Adorable Anarchy. This is my channel. You can just call me AA. And I also have all of my releases are on Adorable Anarchy -topic channel. That's the real music without any commentary.
Right.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
We love you. Everybody have a good week and stay safe.
Bye-bye.